Hello everybody, Ray Garner with Garner Games here again. This week we're doing a comic book review for NYX #1. This is a continuation of the From the Ashes and New Beginning X-Men storyline. This is obviously going to be our New York branch. We have 5 members, although we're not really a team yet by the end of this first issue. We have Miss Marvel, Wolverine, and Laura Wolverine, not Logan Wolverine, Prodigy, Anole, and Sophie Cuckoo, one of the 5 twin sisters. And so the story is brought to us by 2 writers, Jackson Lanzing and Collin Kelly, and our artist is Francesco Mortarino. I think that's the right pronunciation. I may be getting that wrong. I'm trying. We start off with a pretty cool homage page, basically kind of going over where everybody's at in a very just like one panel, how I feel about stuff. And it's internal monologuing by Miss Marvel, and nobody should be surprised that she's doing, monologuing to herself. I do love this double page splash page right here, with her just in New York being Miss Marvel. She's on her way to school. She runs into Sophie, quite literally. They basically decide to bond with the fact that they're the 2 mutants at the school. We very quickly find out that Prodigy is a professor at the school, which is appropriate. He is actually super intelligent. We end up going to a nightclub where Anole is the bartender. And that ends up in a bar fight. What role-playing game doesn't end up in a bar fight where the heroes get there? And very rarely does a superhero comic not end in a bar fight. And then we finally have Laura show up and actually destroy Kamala's phone with one of her claws. And basically tell her that she's going to be fulfilling the Green Arrow role from Justice League Unlimited. She's the superhero that's actually looking out for the people that the Avengers are too busy to watch out for. The people that fall through the cracks, is her exact words. And of course, Miss Marvel's mainly irritated by the fact her phone is damaged. Then we get to a fight with a new character, which looks like what if Magneto had the Cerebro head? It's kind of weird. And his name is the Collin. And that he's saying he is the vengeance for the island. And actually tells Miss Marvel that he's more of a mutant than she'll ever be. So I assume that's foreshadowing. That's not fleshed out in this book at all. But the entire scene is Miss Marvel being a superhero. She's busy saving people. The bad guy gets away. She makes sure that nobody, ends up getting killed. We end with a little personal stuff, and then our new bad guy talking to the Krakoan. And he's a former Hellion, who I am not familiar with. He's got telekinetic powers. And we have the Stefford Cuckoos, which is other 4 twin sisters. They're on a hive mind. Empath is the main guy. That's apparently going to be our main bad guy. Which, considering I've read the New Mutants and I know who Empath is, he's a bad guy. And this is very, very Hellfire Club looking. Then we get to all the talk of the internet. Alright. This QR code scan thing that Marvel has come up with, which I do not believe is going to be very long-lived. It's already getting a lot of pushback on the internet. This is the dumbest idea that any comic book company has had since they went to direct market only and took the comics out of the convenience stores and out of the grocery stores. This is stupid, and that is the nicest way I can phrase it. I scanned this so I could look at the last page of this book. And it basically shows that Empath is recruiting young mutants to his now evil wannabe Hellfire Club group. If that page is the first page of the next book, which is what everybody's saying it's not going to be, then this will be okay. But this is dumb. Because people, they're not going to have this website up 50 years from now. And I have comics that are older than 50 years old. I've been collecting comics for nearly 50 years. So the people who started collecting now, that start at my age, and it will be my age 46 years from now, the website with this page is not going to be up. So this page has to be reprinted in the next book, or it hurts the collector value of all of these comics. Every single thing Marvel makes, until they stop doing this stupid thing. It's a little bit of a rant on me. I usually try to be very positive, and I try to pick out books I like, so I'm not reviewing something I think is trash. I really like this book. This has a very 80s New Mutants feel to it when they were still in the school, and it was, Danny Moonstar and Cannonball and stuff like that. Before it became the precursor, I think it was X-Force, I think they became. But this QR code thing irritates me. And I'm not encouraging people to not buy it, because really, this page was just a precursor to kind of like a little background information. It's almost like a cutscene. You can read the book, enjoy it. It will have no impact that you don't read that page. You can QR code it. If you try to do it on your phone, you will need to screenshot it and blow it up so you can actually see the picture, because it is too small on my phone, which is my phone's a pretty good size phone, to be able to read it. But I still recommend this book, especially if you liked early New Mutants. I think this has that vibe. It's really cool. I love the fact that Kamala is a hero through and through, which is what she's supposed to be, how she's normally written. Laura's going to be the I'm out for the little guy. Basically, she's going to be Oliver Queen. She's going to be, of course, Logan in this book. And there's this really cool scene, in my opinion, where Sophie basically gets why she's called Miss Marvel. I thought that was really well done. Anyway, highly recommend this book. Highly don't recommend that Marvel keep doing these QR codes. And I'll see y'all next week. Enough said.